Welcome to the Stars and Cards Lounge.
Welcome in, you guys. I'm Elana from Searchlight Tarot.
And I'm Eric from Big E Astrology. Gobble, gobble.
Aren't you do a real gobble gobble?
Oh my God. I haven't had turkey in years. No shade on
Love
anybody that
turkey.
loves it. We went from vegan to vegetarian to pescatarian. And so now we've sort of settled on random beef and pescatarian. So for Thanksgiving, we may be doing steak and scallops.
It's
So
okay.
good.
I want my drumstick. I'm sorry, for all you vegetarians out there. I like my turkey drumstick. I don't eat
Okay.
it but once a year. Now,
Have you ever tried duck? Some people like duck.
no, I love ducks. It would probably be. I mean, I love turkeys, but I don't think I would eat duck.
I had it
I'm
once at a
sorry.
fancy wedding. A little fatty and a little
It's
sweet.
very greasy, actually.
Yeah, it was okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was okay. I don't recommend it.
All the vegans right now are turning us off.
I know. That's all right, vegans. Hey, listen, I try. I do as much vegan as I can. I really do. It's a challenge, but
To each thy own.
we gotta exactly. Everybody's got to find your thing and you check out your blood type, all that stuff. So we're gonna have fun today. We're gonna teach about some tarot cards. We're going
Yep.
to teach about the 11th house, and we've got some Thanksgiving games and funs. And the energy is from the 25th to the 30th. We're dealing with Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries moon. So you want to pull maybe an oracle card for the 25th to the 30th, and then I'll get into
Yeah.
the energies?
Yeah. We'll just do one oracle then.
Yeah, just one oracle because we're going to do the tarot in a bit. For the
Okay.
peoples.
All right.
This
I'm gonna
is
do
for the
these
people.
lovely cards. Okay. Hey, you guys, we did not know we were both coming on in red because we always,
Yeah,
we'd say
we
pick a
never talk
time.
about our wardrobe, and it just happened, and I was like, that's freaking awesome.
I came on and I went signed in and there he
And
is in red.
and
I'm
it's a
like,
Christmas Santa shirt.
oh, that's cute. Dear Santa, I've been good. Uh-huh. Okay, here we go.
I wore this somewhere the other day, and they're like, Eric, I love that shirt. I was like, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Okay. You've been real good. Okay, here we go. So just one card. Well, then I'll just let you pick a number 1 through 15. How's that?
Ooh, right away, I went to 11. That was no hesitation.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful day to pick this card.
Ooh,
Love.
that's what we're going to have for Thanksgiving, Turkey Day. A lot of love. I love it.
I love, 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 love. And I just feel sources saying that right now is a time of gratitude, love, embrace the people and things that mean the most to you, embrace your own heart, start spreading your love, start shining with love, and let's get this game rolling. Meaning love, love, love. You
Appreciate the
know,
people that show up in your life and just,
That's one of my favorite songs actually by the Beatles. Love, love, because it's easy, but we make it so complicated. People make it so complicated. It's not.
oh, did you see our subscriber that said you could take singing lessons and you'd be okay?
I heard that. I want to thank you very much for that because
She said
I
something
have
so
been
sweet.
demented with
Elena,
my
you're
voice
not
my
tone
whole life.
deaf. And then
Well, I think if I had the
other people
prop,
were like, hmm. There's that.
and I like the person who said, Elena, you can run a marathon. It's more of a mental. You want to come over and train me? Because really, it's like I'm running down the block. I'm like, it's just, and you know what? I mean, I went to the gym for 30 years of my life. It was more of a weight training thing for
Yeah.
me my whole life. But I never, even in school, I ran track, but I always did sprints. I had strong legs.
Yeah.
But when it comes to long distance, I really had a hard, I did the
Some
440
people
relay,
can't do
but that's only a
distance.
110-yard dash. But I just can't, I can't, you guys, I've tried.
Yeah,
It's
different
like,
strokes for different folks.
all right, well, I
Everybody
know I
knows.
could sing, and somebody said I could run a marathon. So
But
I
it
think I'm
makes
setting
sense
some
for
new
you as a
goals.
sprinter because of all your Aquarius energy in the third house. So, like, quick, short trips. That's like 110-meter dash. Yeah, it's totally, makes total sense. So, what's the card for 11? You said it was love.
Love, love,
Now,
love, love.
when
It's
you think
easy.
about that, we know the holidays, and we're going to get into some fun games with it, but I just want to share because I know some people this can be a stressful time, and we do realize that. Sometimes you're around some family members or people for the
Or
day, or
alone. It's okay to be alone.
yeah, no, but I'm just saying
Okay.
sometimes they feel obligated to go to certain places where they don't feel safe or comfortable or seen or respected, and you're going to have some support because I want to just say, right, we're talking about the astrology energy. It's an Aquarius moon on the 25th, right, going into the 26th. And then we're going to get into the Pisces moon for Thanksgiving, right? And so the Pisces moon on Thanksgiving, you guys, same thing for Christmas. It's so beautiful. It is compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy. And
Love.
focus on forgiveness, focus on watching movies and doing like a fun creative game with the friends and family, stuff like that. So be positive, be the Pisces, take the higher road. Think of the book of Ephesians. That's why Venus is exalted in Pisces. It's agape Christ-like love. So just be very positive, compassionate, empathetic. Maybe the auntie or the uncle, they, say something about you not being married or do whatever. It's like, laugh it off and just keep it moving, right? It's not even worth
Yeah,
it.
I would say, well, I look at you and my uncle being married, and now that's why I'm single.
Now, you do not want to
Yeah,
respond
Carrie's
like that.
mind.
You do
No,
not
I
want to,
can't help it. I
do
got a
not
smart
listen.
ass mouth.
I know, but listen, listen, listen. I'm just giving you the advice with the energies. And then we're going to get into, as we get into the 29th and 30th, we're going to get into the Aries moon. Now, with this Pisces moon, though, not on Thanksgiving Thursday, but on Friday, you're going to feel it with Saturn and Neptune. Maybe Friday, have some leftovers early, but then start to think about how you're going to kind of like cleanse. Maybe drinking more water, getting some
The day
Epsom.
after Thanksgiving?
I'm not
That's
saying, I
the
said
that's
have the
football and
leftover.
the best leftover day
No, no, no.
ever.
I love leftovers. I'm saying enjoy them. But like as you maybe get to the evening, don't go for that third plate. You don't
All
need
right,
that.
all
Have
right.
some hibiscus, have some tea, have and do some juices, just a little cleansing. Listen, you will thank me later.
Okay, boss, I will. Okay.
I'm a Virgo. I got you covered.
I know you do.
I'm never gonna misguide you.
If I have an
You'll be like,
urge to go
"Thank
for
you, Eric.
that next piece of turkey, I'll call you up, all right?
Thank you, Eric." You can have your turkey sandwiches Saturday and Sunday. I just don't want you to have three big plates. You know how we do. We overeat. You don't need three big plates on Friday. You know you don't.
No, no, I'm
You'll
just
thank
having
me. And
fun.
so, but then as we get into this Aries moon, right, and this and that, the Black Friday stuff, like I said, hey, let's shop small business. But with the Aries moon, you don't want to linger because if you're like away and traveling, maybe you beat the traffic and leave Saturday evening instead of waiting to Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, depending on how far your trip is. But the Aries moon is going to be interesting because it's going to hit Ceres. You're going to feel like very competitive. You may want to play some
Oh,
serious
yeah.
board games over the holidays. You may get into the backgammon, the poker with the family, and that can be kind of fun.
It's
So
great.
have fun with it. Really should be a nice holiday weekend, you
I
guys.
feel great energy, you guys. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm intuitive, and if you guys watch my readings, I start to feel for the week or week ahead or days ahead. But I just feel something beautiful around Thanksgiving time, and I want all of you to embrace your heart, embrace the people you love, have fun. Don't be the compulsive shopper, And if there's one handbag left that you want, you can go ahead and be that Aries at that moment, and know you're going to get. Sorry, Black Fridays.
Listen, go feed some homeless people. Go do some
Come
charity.
on, I gotta have some fun here. I'm sorry, I'm in
I
my
know I'm
Sagittarius
joking,
energy
but
right now.
I just think it's also nice when we can give back. It's a
Absolutely.
hard time. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving and this and that or whatever. Let's just enjoy our friends and family. There's nothing wrong
I
with.
always think
I
about
love
thy neighbor.
eggnog. That's what I love the holidays. That's the only time of the year, Thanksgiving and Christmas, I get to have some eggnog. I love it.
All right.
I love it. Okay, now we're gonna have some Thanksgiving fun before we both get to our teaching. Okay, so tell them what we got for Thanksgiving. What three signs?
Yeah, you're going to, okay, this is the question for you, okay? And this is really, it's all up to you. You're going to a giant family dinner and you haven't seen some of these relatives in 10, 15, 20 years. I mean, we're talking about people, it's just, we're talking about maybe 30 people at this family dinner and you're like, oh, good God, my cousins, I can't, just,
A
all
lot. It
right,
could be a lot. Yeah.
it can be a lot. So what three signs are going to be your support system? Maybe you already have one of friends. You need a support system, somebody who's going to be able to
Your A
socialize with
team is
others.
coming in to deal with this chaos.
So yeah, we all need this support system, and I feel that during a time like this, you even get nervous getting ready to go there. You're like, oh, do I look okay? Oh no, what if Uncle Harry says something to me that's going to hurt me? Or what if Aunt Zelda brings up my single life and I'm not married, and she's like, what's wrong with you? You know how relatives. Listen, I came from an Italian and a Jewish background, so
Relatives can be very piercing and cruel.
oh my God, my upbringing was wild. I mean, the family get-togethers were just it was fun.
Oh, we had
Everybody
so much
yelling at
fun.
everybody.
My cousins and I, we were crazy. We had a great time.
Yeah. But we do have those situations as we get older and we're just kind of
Yeah.
like, hmm. So who are your three signs that you're going to bring for
Okay, can I go first
your
this
A
time?
team, your A team?
Can I go first?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go into the big. I haven't had one of these. I have a small family Thanksgivings.
No,
Just
you got to think big.
no,
There
no,
are people
no. I'm
who
just saying I haven't been to one of these in years. That's what I'm
oh,
saying.
okay.
Right now, it's just my mother-in-law, my wife, and my kids. So who's rolling with me? Rolling with the homies. Oh, such a great movie. I love that movie. Okay, I I do want the Aries to come with me. Because the Aries can distract people from these intense argumentative conversations and bring in something fun.
Mhm.
Like, oh, when Uncle's saying this and reaching over, like, hey, how about this? Let's have a pie eating competition. Or you know what I mean? Like, and you're like, oh my God, okay. Like Aries would just like, it's like people underestimate how intuitive Aries is. They can just sense things and jump in with a new energy and a new suggestion,
Because they got your back, so they
a new
want to lighten the mode.
competition.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're so pure. I think they're one of the most pure signs. Um, and I'm going to take a Cancer because the
Okay. And
Cancer
look,
is going to
they
be
are.
nurturing and protective, and they'll be
Mhm.
like, "Hey, Eric, can you come over here and talk to me for a second?" They're sensing that, like, my uncle, my cousin's talking some smack, and I may not be liking it. And before I get a nasty response, the Cancer's like, "Come over here for a second. I want to talk to you." You know what I mean? And the Cancer would just feel the room, and they would be
Oh
very
yeah. Oh
connecting with the
yeah.
family. They would get in good with your mom and your grandma or whoever,
I'm
your
loving it.
auntie.
I'm loving your picks so far.
Okay, that's
Okay.
two. Now number three, um, I'm coming with the Sag because they're going to be the one to hold down court and tell, fair but funny stories about me and our friendship and really entertain my family. And my family will be like, "Oh, you got to bring this guy's the best. You got to bring him every year. We freaking love him." Bring Michael over every time. This guy's so funny. So the Sag with the storytelling, the exaggerations, the making people think about things, the wisdom.
And they're really blunt.
Oh my God, super blunt. They'll call out your uncle, be like, "Oh man, no, Eric is really wild, but what about that tie?
And what's up with those shoes you're wearing, man? What are those from the 1930s?
Like,
Just
did you
okay.
go in the mall for dinosaurs with that? Like that's the dinosaur mall?"
All right,
So
that's
that's my
hilarious.
crew:
Good
Aries,
pick.
Cancer, Sag.
I love it. I love it. That's a good support team.
I like them. Yeah.
Okay, for
Who you got?
me, as an Aquarius, gosh, you guys, this is I'm a little I need I gotta bring a socializer. I have to bring a Leo. I have to bring a Leo. I would have to bring a Leo because they're going to make everybody feel something special
Yeah.
and they're going to be
They have
shining
that
so
magic.
brightly. It's going to take the light away from me.
No, they have that magic.
I got there, man. I'm taking a Leo. I'm going to take, um, I'm going to take a Capricorn because I've been to something like this and a Capricorn was with me. And I thank God the Capricorn was there
They're
because they know how to
solid. They're
smooth it
stable.
over
They're good
and they're
talkers.
very
Yeah.
yeah, they're a great support team and they just kind of take over the conversation in a new flow. And then I think my last sign is
You gonna
I
take a
think
water?
what was that?
You gonna take a water sign?
You know what though? It would probably yeah, no, I love it. It would be Cancer's a really good pick. Um, but I'd like Pisces too. Because Pisces are great. You know what? When it comes to a lot of people,
They are so good.
Pisces are just kind of like fun and they're kind of social, very social, and they laugh a lot. And
Yeah.
I think I'm going to bring a Pisces.
I think that's a great
That's my
choice.
support team.
I like that. Because the
Yeah.
Pisces will be there with you, but they know how to like entertain and come up with
Yeah.
ideas and fun and games, and they're very bubbly and
Those are
laughing.
my best, my these people, the Pisces I have around me, I've known for 20 and 40 years. I mean, long time.
Wow.
So I know how they are, and you bring them to a big function, and all of a sudden it's just fun and entertaining,
Well,
and they
you got
giggle a
Pisces
lot.
and Leo, they're bringing all the fun, and then your Capricorn is like the ride or die. They'll bring in a little financial stuff to the party and help people with planning things. And they're like, and then nobody can actually have more fun than a Capricorn
Yeah, see, that's why it
because they
takes the shine
work
away
hard,
from
and play
me.
harder.
Right. And then if people start asking my fan or your family starts asking you weird questions, the Capricorn's going to step in, the Pisces will make a joke out of it and giggle, and then the Leo will be shining so bright. Well, 10 years ago I used to be in a movie and
Yeah,
it
they'll
didn't.
answer for you basically. They'll switch the question. They'll have the answer. The whole. Yeah, you're right. Nah, that's a
We
great. I
got,
like your team.
we
I
got
like
some
your
good
team.
18s. We want to hear your 18 people. We
Yeah.
want to hear your
Who's
18.
rolling with you deep to the family holiday? 30 deep. You got to bring your squad. Who's your three? Comment down below. Okay, so I get to pick some cards because you're going to give us the tarot energy.
We're going to do a
Oh no, you're
lesson.
going to teach us about three cards, right?
3 cards. Remember, I tell everybody 3 cards is what you should draw for yourself every week for a message. And when you do this, I want you to shuffle the deck 3 times. So, 3 times, I want you to keep the deck close to your heart, set
Okay,
your intentions with both hands around it,
I love that.
ask the deck silently because it's really not the deck you're asking, it's your higher source, your spirit, who's going to flow the energy through you. The cards have no energy, it's you.
Yes.
So, one more shuffle, and I'm going to let Eric and let's see what the collective message, and we're just going to go over what I have to say about the 3 cards Eric is going to pick.
I
So remember, because I expect one of these to be a major arcana
okay.
if it's a big lesson, a big
They
test.
just clearly came to me. I want 7, 9, and 10.
Here's 7, 9, 10. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. First card, 7, is the 7 of Swords.
What's that mean?
Second card is an Ace of Wands. Oh, there are no major arcanas in this. And okay, so I want you guys to see these cards right
Wait,
here.
what's the third card?
Okay, so I have the 7 of Swords for card number 7. The 7 of Courts,
Yeah.
actually, this is Aquarius is one of their minor arcanas. We all have bad cards and we have good cards. This is not a good card.
Okay.
This is a card of deceit, betrayals, but it's also a card of sneaking out the back door. It's a
Mm,
card of strategy. Aquarians are very good at avoiding certain situations because they don't want to confront it or they just rather run away from it because it's just too much drama.
okay.
5 of Wands, this is the combat zone. Uh, it's just, I think Mars is the energy with this card, but it's just feeling like no matter what you do, everything's coming at you. And sometimes it's easier to sneak out the back door.
What would I, so you would say like a Mars energy, any sign?
Fire, I would probably say it's ruled by Aries.
Okay,
I'm not
so Aries,
100%
Mars.
positive, but I would say definitely. But it's just these are like 2 of the lower minor arcanas for signs: 7 of Swords, Aquarius, Aries. But I have this beautiful giant ace. Now, the Ace of Wands is new inspiration, new creativity. It's like your own drive to move yourself forward towards something you want, for new inspiration, new passion. I feel that if this was my message to say to somebody, I would say maybe you're avoiding certain things because you don't want to confront it. And perhaps you've been getting some new feelings about something new in your life. Are you honoring that?
Mm.
Or do you keep going back to things that create drama in your own life because you don't want to confront it and it's easier just to avoid it?
And they wind up
This is
self-sabotaging a bit.
right. This is a big ace, you guys. All aces are big, but it's about a new way, new
And
inspiration,
Wands
new
is what?
fire.
So it's almost like seems like a Sag energy, right?
Perhaps. I'm not 100% sure, but I would just say it's all the fire signs, but it's just like a new spark, a
Yeah.
new drive. And we can either, this is really a collective message more or less, but if I was a tarot reader, I would say to the person I'm reading for with the 3 cards, or if it was a message to me, I would say, okay, what is it that I'm avoiding that I need to confront? What is it that I keep running away from that's creating my own conflict, or people are creating conflict in my life?
Yeah.
Because this is telling me maybe I need to go in a new direction with new inspiration for my own ambition, my own fire, my own drive. I just feel like
To
if I'm
dream a little
avoiding,
bigger, maybe.
yeah, if I'm avoiding something in my life, and perhaps this reading will hit with certain people, but if this is my message, I would say maybe you need to confront certain things that you don't want to confront because they're creating constant conflict in your life. Maybe you need to go in a new direction with new inspiration to attract new things in your life that give you new inspiration.
I love that.
There it is.
It's so fascinating, not only how you break it down, but the correlations to astrology and just to every aspect of our lives. I think it's very powerful and inspiring. You know what I mean? I love when you teach us about the tarot because I just love not only your perspective, but just gaining that insight. And so I don't know if you noticed, it was like 2, 3 episodes ago when I made that comment, like the first time I saw you. And so a woman, she responded, and she's like, Eric, I feel the exact same way. The first time I saw Elena, I completely resonated, but she just hit on things that just like were like just straight, authentic, but to my heart. And that's how I felt. Because it was that first Virgo reading, you just started the channel, and I was just like, whoa, she's breaking it down, you know?
You
So,
know what, though? But we're all on different, see, everybody on this planet, and we're all on different frequencies. There's
yes.
a lot of people who are doing a lot of inner work and they're discovering parts of themselves that they're evolving with and they're growing. And there's people who don't see a bigger picture and they get consumed with jealousy. And
Yeah.
so, all these tarot readers hit on different vibrations.
Yeah.
And if they're on the right path as a tarot reader, they will show the person that maybe there's something about your own energy that you need to change or why you're allowing it. But that, I'm just on the certain frequency of people doing the inner work and
Yeah.
learning to
Because
look at our
change is the
actions
only thing
before we look
constant,
at,
right?
yeah, well, before we look at it, we blame everything on everybody else. See, we always, I can blame my whole life on something that went wrong, but really, I had choices to make
Yeah.
and I learned and grew from them. That's all I'm going to say. Case closed.
I love it. We do have to be more self-reliant, self-accepting, and responsible for our own actions. Muy important, people. So I think it's time for you to run. Oh my God! I'm jumping over the couch, turning down the floor.
Look at the way I'm running. That's probably why I can't run a marathon. I'm doing this.
Yeah, yeah. That you're doggy paddling. That's not running. Run. So, oh my God, I gotta get my birth chart. We're looking at the 11th house in
Oh,
astrology
I'm just
today.
exhausted. I don't have any energy to listen to this now.
Listen,
Lordy help
this
me.
house is loaded. Everybody, open up your ears, sit down, relax, maybe bebo some agua. I'm going to start off with the medical. First, remember what I said. Houses 3, 6, 10, and 11, they take time to develop and grow over time. So that's what this 11th house is about. Sometimes the midheaven can be here. For example, my midheaven is here in the 11th house in Virgo. Now, the 11th house is your calf, your ankle, your Achilles, and your shin. The things that make you move forward in life associated with like Aquarius. The 11th house, Jupiter's in its planetary joy here. 11th house is your hopes, dreams, and wishes. And Elena's going to say, Eric, what does that mean, planetary joy? And I'm going to say, the planet Jupiter of abundance, fortune, and luck, the teacher, preacher, professor, it does so well, the joy in 11th house, no matter what sign it's in. Because the Jupiter's in its joy, it can help you to connect with the groups and organizations. It can help you to expand your social network. It can help you relate or learn or get involved like in politics, investments, long-term investments, gold. And it can also help you with your abundance, fortune, and luck in terms of extreme wealth or achieving
Question,
your hopes.
question, Mr. Kata.
Yeah, it's
Mr.
a question.
Kata.
Question. Go ahead.
So now that I'm following you with all this and I'm learning so much. So we're going into the 11th house. Before you move on, I have a question. I'm sure some people probably do too. So would you say as we get further down into our chart, the 11th, it's because we're growing and we're evolving and we're starting to come more of like a piece of ripe fruit.
Think of the first 3 houses or your formative years from birth to elementary. You know, the fourth, fifth, and sixth are getting into your foundations of who you're going to become to then go start to work. 7, 8, 9, this is how you interact with others financially, relationships, marriages, contracts, business. 10, 11, and 12, you're establishing your career, your legacy, later years in life, family, investments, your legacy. And the 12th house is, how are you kind of tapping in and growing and ascending spiritually? What do you do in your private time in isolation? How are you expanding your consciousness, your dreams, your subconscious, unconscious mind? So yeah, the 11th house is like think of it as the fixed energy, right? We have angular houses 1, 4, 7, and 10. And I'll teach about this another time. And then the second house is the succeedant house. It's the stabilizers. We talked about that before. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So the 11th house, this is the hopes, dreams, and wishes. It's the internet. I think more long form, like YouTube, Facebook, the overall internet. It's gold, wild, exotic animals. The 11th house, quite literally, is also stepchildren, and you can see your father's siblings there. In the 11th house, we have the extreme wealth. You can see astrology, aliens, UFOs, nonprofit, philanthropic, and environmental work. In 11th house, these will be the groups and organizations and your friend circles that you connect with. And it's literally your older siblings, Elena. So the
Oh, my
older
sister.
sibling we see in 11th house. It's really fascinating. And so one thing that you will find here, these are the 10th house I told you was the government authorities. These are the actual politicians. So right now, currently Trump, Vance, Congress, Senate, that's the 11th house experience. And it's big arenas because the fifth house, you're going onto the stage. The 11th
So,
house, you're like going to see, the Beatles in concert or Michael Jackson, like
uh,
huge arenas.
okay, but so, okay, who's your 11th house?
So mine is Virgo in the midheavens there. So for me, I'm about my service to humanity over the internet,
And who's my 11th house?
groups and organizations. Your 11th house is Libra. So you connect and have good relationships in the 11th house, whether it's over the internet or with friends groups. You want harmony and peace. You don't want any friends that are causing no drama. It's like,
Amen.
and you like
You
friends
called that one out.
that are more charming, harmonious, and pleasant,
And I always try to do what is right
and
because
is
if I
very
don't,
fair.
my
Libra
conscience
and
eats at
Sag are the
me.
law.
Yeah,
So that's really good for you with the 11th house, the Libra there.
that's beautiful. So, can we throw some examples out there so people are looking at their
Yeah, okay,
chart?
so let's do some of the signs. I'll say Capricorn because somebody else wanted it in the ninth house. But that actual Capricorn person, if they got that in the ninth and they have Pisces, I'll give them an example. The Pisces in the 11th, you could have very spiritual friends, but some of your friends, they can get into escapism, drugs, addictions. Maybe they're into film and photography. So you got to be mindful of that. You can be someone that gets very spiritual over the internet. You like to watch about like archangels and about different spiritual things all over YouTube or whatever. The 11th house, you have to watch out because you could have let's say if you had a Gemini or Leo here, you could have some friends that could be tricksters, very creative in the entertainment business, but there could be some competition, some jealousy, envy if they're low vibrational.
You would be a good person to have around if I ran a business, like a big corporation. Out to Eric,
Oh yeah, no, no. People,
about their
people,
date and
people
time they
can
were
book me for
born.
corporate because you know what? It's astrology is really great, Elena, for team building. Because I could look at people in office and look at their charts and look at their Mercury and another planet and tell them how they best work together for communication and how they could be a successful team. Yeah.
Or you would say that one person, they need to go. So,
I would try to make it so that people could deal with them and they could deal with each other. But let me
wow,
go
that's
tell some people,
fascinating.
Scorpio in 11th house, you can be very focused on your investments, the money, but also the health field. You can get into naturopathic medicine, homeopathic, you can get into big scientific research, or you could literally be like the detective or the cop, but you can have emotional ties to your network, your friend groups.
And what about a Cancer?
A Cancer, that's like your friends are like family.
Okay.
So you're going to be very loyal to your friends and family. And you like people that are about protection, providing, nurturing, caring, you know.
I get it. So basically, it's the essence of your sign. So Aries would be very determined, very
Well, they
headstrong
want
about
the
certain
hopes, dreams,
things.
and wishes. They're going to work and they're going to connect with the social network and
Got it.
groups. Aries will initiate things with these people.
I got it. I like it. All right. I
Yeah,
like the
no, the
11th
11th
house.
house is nice. And you can see where you start a nonprofit in the 11th house, your long-term investments. It's very, and it's also gold. And you can
Well,
see
you
like
also said
Elena,
something about luck and right timing or something of that nature.
well, it's extreme wealth, hopes, and dreams. That's the 11th house.
Oh,
That's the mansion, the Ferrari, the Bugatti. That's the 11th house.
Apparently, I missed
So,
that yacht.
the yacht. Libra, you got to get that yacht, but you get the lot. Oh, here, you get the yacht through relationships.
I don't, you know what? That is you know what's most important to me than anything is peace
I
and
know.
the people that I love to be
Yes.
happy.
That's the
And you
Libra
know
there for
what?
you. You want the peace. Libra's peace.
And I will tell you that it seems like the more I come into my essence of just purity with the heart and what you just, I seem to attract more in life. And I'm not saying, like, but it just seems like because it's such from a pure, grateful heart. I don't ever ask, I don't ever think, but it just comes from all different angles. And
Yeah.
I think that that is the key of life is a pure, grateful heart with everything.
The gratitude
No,
is the,
no ill intentions, no nothing.
yeah, no,
Just
the
gratitude for
gratitude.
others, want others to be happy. I'm always thinking of others. It's like when if I get a windfall of money, I always think what I could buy for other people.
Yeah.
It's never about what can I get for myself.
You
Maybe
know
when I
what?
was younger, I'm not going to deny it. When I was younger, I was very self-absorbed in that area. But
Yeah.
I've gotten evolved and older, and now it's like, well, how can I make other
Right.
people happy?
We all take time to develop in life. In the 11th house, sometimes that extreme wealth or success can come much later in life.
Yeah,
And it's totally fine. But I think the real riches and wealth come from the quality of your relationships, of your heart, the people you surround yourself with, your frequency and vibration. So yeah, you said it great. So that's the
absolutely.
11th house in astrology. And remember, ankle, calf, shin, or Achilles. So the sign will tell you, and the planets, like if you could be prone, let's say if you had Saturn there, you could be prone to sprain your ankle, right? You could see storylines about your older siblings, literally. You could see the nonprofit and your social network, the people that will support you in your career. Like you got that one friend that you used to work with, and then 10 years later on, they hook you up with a job that's like a promotion or a raise because they went somewhere else. And like you're like, what? They're hiring? Okay. That's the 11th house
That's
for you.
interesting. That's real, and I'm sure a lot of people are looking at their chart right now and trying to
Yeah,
piece it
I hope
together.
they are. Yeah. Reach out, Eric at bigeastrology.com. But yeah, the 11th house is really fascinating. And the 11th house would show you if Elena is going to buy an ostrich or not.
You know what? I want a llama. Now I know, I heard
Llamas
they
are cool.
spit in your face and stuff, but I don't know. I thought if I ever had a big ranch, I want me a couple of llamas on there.
Well, can I tell you something? My wife is the biggest animal lover.
Me
We
too.
went and took the kids to Eager up in Arizona. They have this big, wild, exotic like farm. I got to feed a sloth and a lemur. They're the cutest. The lemur came up to me, Manny Petty came up to me and took the food out of my hand, and they had these little soft palms. And the woolly mammoth, the sloth, Alana and I were talking too long. The sloth grabbed Alana's hand and it brought the food like real slow. It moved in slow motion. It was like, Alana was
It
wrapped.
had a crush on Alana.
Yeah, and Alana was like, "Don't worry, baby, I'm gonna feed you." It
That
was
is
like
so
it was
cute.
so cute. Oh my God. And I'm not like I love animals, but more from afar. I was proud of myself. I was in the trenches. My boys got to meditate with a kangaroo. How
I'm telling
awesome.
you, I love animals. I don't care what they are. The only one animal I don't like, we already talked about, are snakes. Now, I don't care if you have one or not. I just don't care for them. But we have one more game for you peoples. Are you ready?
We got another game?
Yeah, ready?
Okay. Well,
It was about a side dish.
oh God, yes. Thanksgiving. How could we forget it? I love them all. I mean, gosh, how could you pick one?
What's the question? What's your favorite side
Your
dish?
favorite side dish? Just one. I really this is because it's got to be a hierarchy.
Okay, what's yours, Eric?
Wow.
Come on now. Can't be that hard.
It's either the macaroni and cheese, the collard greens.
See, you do this all the time.
No, I'm just
You're
gonna
all
pick
over the
one. I'm
place.
just telling you my options. I'm a Virgo. I've got to talk my stomach out. I'm giving you my options, or like sweet potato pie. I gotta go with mac and cheese. If you make it's crunchy and it's like, the noodles are like just perfect, right? Primavera, like they're firm but still soft. But I want the cheese. My mom used to make the best mac and cheese. She used
You
we
know, I gotta tell you, I saw this woman on YouTube and she was a black woman, but I watch cooking shows. I think I told you guys this, and she was making her famous homemade macaroni and cheese. My jaw was down to to my
I know
breasts.
you
I
you
mean,
were
they were
like,
just
I
like,
want that. Did she
I
put cream
mean,
cheese in it?
she put so much, honey.
Yeah.
There was so much cheese in this thing, and then she baked it and added more cheese, and then she added some type of cream, and then she baked it again. And I'm looking at
And
that
you could
thing
put the
thinking,
breadcrumbs on top and make it crunchy
oh, I
too.
don't know. I just sat there for 20 minutes just in awe.
Your jaw was like you were like,
I just thought that was just so, yeah, I
A
get the macaroni
good
and
mac and
cheese. That sounds good.
cheese, it solidifies the evening.
All right. So my favorite side dish, all right. I want the hottest side dish, right? That I love for Thanksgiving. Okay. Well, they got to be at least 6'2". I like broad shoulders. I like a gleaming smile, nice hair.
You're so silly. That's not a side dish. You naughty character.
I'm married. I was just playing with you people
I
because I know that
know.
brought a smile to your face.
You
Stuffing.
did.
I love stuffing and cranberry. I just love stuff. I don't ever eat stuffing. I never eat it. But for cornbread stuffing with Thanksgiving dinner, and I like gotta have the cranberry with it, of course.
Do you
But
want to
yeah,
laugh at me?
hmm.
My wife used to get on me. I don't know what it is about me, Elena. I like, and I'm sure a lot of people here will relate. I know it's crappy, it's not good for you. It's my one Thanksgiving vice. I like, and I've had all the good home cooked stuffing. I like stovetop stuffing. I
Boo.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry, you guys. I know it's like low vibrational stuffing. I will admit to it. I am a dodo head, but
That's okay.
I
That's
love, seriously,
okay.
I love
We
stovetop stuffing.
all have
Now,
our
I've
one
learned to accept my
thing.
wife's stuffing. I think she does a great job with it. My aunt used to make it great. I just like stovetop, yo.
That's okay. It's okay, Eric. I'll send
It
you a case
warms my
over
little heart.
tomorrow.
Little
I'll
9-year-old
FedEx
Eric.
it and I'll give you a case of stoves. You want all the different flavors? Lana will kill me, but I'm sure everything
No,
will
no,
be
I don't like the ones with like the pork and I don't do pork. I don't do
okay. Just the
just
stovetop
the
traditional
plain
stuff, and I'll
stove top
FedEx
original
it.
stuffing. Oh my God, I freaking love it, you guys.
Anyway, we want to hear your guys'
Tell us,
picks,
man. Tell
and
us what you
we,
like.
yeah,
But
it was
listen, I agree
fun.
with you. Like, I mean, a
What,
good,
the 6'2", tall, broad shoulders? You agree with me?
no, I'm kind of like, so, okay, so
Come on, that was
you're tall. You're
funny.
a tall glass of water.
I'm 5'9".
I had a girlfriend that was 5'9", and that
Yeah.
was kind of like my limit. I didn't like a girl, I'm 5'11". I didn't want like a girl with heels. She's taller than me.
In heels, I'm 6'1", yeah.
Yeah. But 5'9" I can work with. Like I
If they don't
handle
wear heels.
yeah. Well, listen, I still work with it, but because I'm like my son always says my son's like 5'9" now. He goes, "Dad, you're like a tall 5'11". I was like, "Hey, whatever," but I will. Alana's. She told me she was like 5'7". She thought she was 5'8". She's like 5'6", 5'6.5". Still perfect height. But that was always my sweet spot, 5'7" in a lady.
Okay.
Just
Well,
used to.
I was just bringing that up just for a side dish, just to make everybody smile a little
I'm
bit. All
sure some of the
right.
ladies on here aren't mad at you, but can I make a funny joke at you ladies? This is no shade, but do you know how many girls over the years when I was in college and just
Oh,
being a
man, go
single man
back
that I
here
dated,
again.
I only like men that are 6 feet or above.
No, you know
Oh,
what?
that
That's just
stuff
a
is
bunch
so
of
immature and so
hogwash.
silly to me
I
because
think,
my wait, as
listen,
my homegirl's mother said,
I'm going to argue with you on this one.
wait, let me finish.
No, I don't want you to
Homegirl's mother,
finish.
she said, when you laying down in the bed, the height does not matter.
Listen, when you really meet somebody that you have that kismet with, you don't even see height.
Exactly.
You don't even see
That's
height. You don't see anything but that there's that
see their
spark
heart
there
and their
and they're
soul.
making you smile and you get a feeling in here.
Yeah.
And that in person you once envisioned, they're out the back door. So really it's all about to me the
You
essence
don't
of
want to base it on
somebody.
things that just don't really matter.
I know. I was just making this.
No, no, I
Listen,
know you're
like,
making. I just had a joke because I had this one same girl that said that, and then once we hooked up and together, you know what I said to her because I could be a real MF sometimes. I was like, "Oh, so I guess 5'11" is good enough for you now, huh?" She's like,
oh
"Eric, stop."
geez.
She's like, "Oh, Eric,
You
stop."
men and your egos. I'm serious. It's
No,
just
because it's kind of offensive. Or I only date. Like I've never said like I only date women that are this or that. Like that's silly. Like so to say to a girl, for a girl to say to a guy like right when you're first talking, oh I only like guys that are 6 feet and above. I was like, the hell you do. I'm no
well,
joke.
I see with
You
the
like
Aquarius
me.
smart.
I'm
See,
5'11". You like me.
see, the
What?
problem would have been with my smart ass planet of Uranus rolling through Uranus, sorry, rolling through my mind because it's quick. I would have said, well, I only like to date attractive women, so I guess we both should part and go our separate ways. Bye.
Now
You guys,
see,
I've
okay,
gotten
but wait
myself
a
in
minute.
trouble
See,
with.
Virgo is just not as mean as Aquarius.
No,
That is
I
so.
listen. I told you my whole life, my mouth has gotten me into. It's that quick wit.
I
It's
know.
that, and it's not even. It's not like I think about it. It just comes out. It's
I
just
know.
like, oops. I had to learn to control it as I got
That's the
older.
Uranus.
But you know what? we're going to leave this here. We want you guys to have a blessed day, a blessed weekend, a blessed
Oh,
everything.
and listen, I want everybody to reach out. I've got some Black Friday sales that start the 26th to the 1st. Definitely reach out. I got a bundle where you can get like a love chart, a hater chart, a career chart, annual perfection, or transit. These are my mini charts, and they're going to be on sale. Buy two, get one free. They're great stocking stuffer and gifts. So just email me, eric@bigeastrology.com, and I've got other services on sale. So it's going to be really great opportunity. And let me tell you, getting an astrology reading for yourself or giving it as a gift is really cool. That's a
I
different
think that's
gift.
cool too. I do. I think it's great.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, thank you for viewing us. We
Don't
love
eat too
you.
much food, but have fun.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.